Iran now has in its stockpile is 20% more than it was at the start of these negotiations 18 months ago. You've repeatedly said, I believe, that their program is frozen in place. So how do you square that with the IAEA now saying that they have a 20% increase in their nuclear fuel?
That's a good question. This is the metrics by which we determine Iran's compliance with the Joint Plan of Action are pretty straightforward. Iran is not enriching uranium above the 5% level. Iran is not installing new centrifuges at their nuclear facilities. Iran is not making progress at the heavy water plutonium reactor in Iraq. And Iran is cooperating with the IAEA inspections that have allowed us to verify their compliance with the agreement. Now, as it relates to the uranium stockpile that you're talking about, the IAEA report that was published at the end of last week is merely a snapshot in time. And the Joint Plan of Action requires Iran, by the end of that Joint Plan of Action period, in this case by June 30th, to be at the appropriate cap on their stockpile. Now, we know that Iran is enriching at this low level, and that means that there are going to be ebbs and flows in terms of the amount of uranium, low enriched uranium, in their stockpile. The requirement is for them to be at the cap by June 30th. And our nuclear experts continue to have confidence that they will meet that requirement.
You don't dispute their finding, the IAEA's finding, that they have a 20% increase in uranium fuel over what they had at the start of these negotiations?
No.
And you're not concerned about that? You don't see this as a sign of Iran cheating or not complying? Either this is not a problem.
In fact, the IAEA doesn't see it that way either. The IAEA report that you're citing, I think it's important for us to note that the reason that we can verify that the precise size of Iran's nuclear uranium stockpile is because we do have these monitoring measures in place. And because of that monitoring, we can verify their compliance with the agreement. And I would note that in that IAEA report that you are citing, the IAEA never says that Iran is not in compliance with the Joint Plan of Action.